How is it going, everyone? Back for the sixth video. You know what it is. We are on 32 right here. I hope everyone had a really good weekend and whole week, not weekend, both. Anyway, well, we'll just say week. I hope everyone had a good week, and I appreciate everyone for coming back. If you guys continue to come back, I can't wait to get through this next bit. Let's try and get as far as we can today. We're getting close. We're about to finish Genesis. This is how much we got left. It's a good chunk, but we started way back here. You know what I'm saying? We're getting there. All right. If everyone's ready to read, turn to 32. If you need to pause it for a second, go ahead and do that. I'll give you your time to do that now. Alrighty. Let's get this show on the road. Starting from 32. Genesis 32. Bam. So Jacob went on his way, and the angels of God met him. When Jacob saw them, he said, This is God's camp. And he called the name of the place Mahanaim. Sorry. Then Jacob sent messengers before him to Esau, his brother, in the land of Seir, the country of Edom. And he commanded them, saying, Speak thus to my lord Esau. Thus your servant Jacob says, I have dwelt with Laban and stayed there until now. I have oxen, donkeys, and flocks, and male and female servants, and I have sent to tell my lord that I may find favor in your sight. Then the messengers returned to Jacob, saying, We came to your brother Esau, and he also is coming to meet you, and 400 men are with him. So Jacob was greatly afraid and distressed, and he divided the people that were with him, and the flocks and herds and the camels into 2 companies. And he said, If Esau comes in one of the company, and the one company, and it attacks, then the other company which is left will escape. Then Jacob said, O God of my father Abraham, and God of my father Isaac, the Lord who said to me, Return to your country and return to your family, I will deal well with you. I am not worthy of the least of all the mercies and all of the truth which you have shown your servant, for I have crossed over this Jordan with my staff, and now I have become 2 companies. Deliver me, I pray, from the hand of my brother, from the hand of Esau, for I fear him, lest he come and attack me, and the mother with the children. For you said, I will surely treat you well, and make your descendants as the sand of the sea, which cannot be numbered for multitude. So he lodged there that same night, and took what came to his hand as a present for Esau and his brother, 200 female goats, and 20 male goats, and 200 ewes, and 20 rams, 30 male camels with their colts, 40 cows, and 10 bulls, and 20 female donkeys, and 10 foals. Is that like male donkeys? Wow. If that is, that's new for me. I didn't know that. All right, 16. Then he delivered them to the hand of his servants. Every drove by itself, and said to his servants, Pass over before me, and put some distance between successive droves. And he commanded the first one, saying, When Esau my brother meets you and asks you, saying, To whom do you belong, and where are you going? Who are these in front of you? Then you shall say, They are your servant Jacob's. It is a present sent to my lord Esau, and behold, he is behind us. Awesome. So he commanded the second and the third, and who followed the drove, saying, In this manner you shall speak to Esau when you find him, and also say, Behold, your servant Jacob is behind us. For he said, I will appease him with the present that goes before me, and afterward I will see his face. Perhaps he will accept me. So the present went on over before him, but he himself lodged that night in the camp. And he arose that night and took his 2 wives and his 2 female servants and his 11 sons and crossed over the ford of Jabbok. He took them and sent them over the brook and sent over what he had, that Jacob was left alone, and a man wrestled with him until the breaking of day. Now, when he saw that he did not prevail against him, he touched the socket of his hip, and the socket of Jacob's hip was out of the joint as he wrestled with him. And he said, Let me go, for the day breaks. And he said, I will not let you go unless you bless me. Unless you bless me. And he said to him, What is your name? And he said, Jacob. And he said, Your name shall no longer be Jacob, but Israel. For you have struggled with God and with men, and you have prevailed. Then Jacob said, Tell me your name, I pray. And he said, Why is it that you ask my name? And he blessed him there. So Jacob called the name of this place Peniel. For I have seen God face to face, and my life is preserved. Just as he crossed over Peniel, the sun rose on him. He limped on his hip. Therefore, to this day, children of Israel do not eat the muscle that shrank, which is on the hip socket, because he touched the socket of Jacob's hip and the muscle that shrank. Wrestled with God. Jacob and Esau meet. Jacob lifted his eyes and looked, and there Esau was coming, and with him there were 400 men. So he divided children among Leah, Rachel, and the 2 maidservants, and he put the maidservants and their children in the front, Leah and her children behind, and Rachel and Joseph last. Then he crossed over before them, and he bowed to the ground 7 times until he came near his brother. But Esau ran up to meet him, and embraced him, and fell on his neck, and kissed him, and they wept. And he lifted his eyes and saw the women and children, and said, Who are these with you? And he said, The children whom God has graciously given your servant. Then the maidservants came near, they and their children, and bowed down. And Leah also came near with her children, and they bowed down. Afterward, Joseph and Rachel came near, and they bowed down. Then Esau said, What do you mean by all this company which I have met? And he said, These are to find favor in sight of my Lord. And Esau said, I have enough, my brother. Keep what you have for yourself. And Jacob said, No, please. If I have now found favor in your sight, then receive my present for my hand, inasmuch as I have seen your face, as though I have seen the face of God, and you were pleased with me. Please take my blessings that is brought to you, because God has dealt graciously with me, and because I have enough. So he urged him, and he took it. Then Esau said, Let us take our journey, let us go, and I will go before you. But Jacob said to him, My Lord knows that the children are weak, and the flocks of my herds which are nursing are with me. And if the men should drive them hard one day, all the flocks will die. Please let my Lord go on ahead before his servant. I will lead on slowly at a pace which the livestock that go before me and the children are able to endure, until I come to my Lord in Seir. And God said, and Esau said, Now let me leave you with some of the people who are with me. And he said, what need is there? Let me find favor in sight of my Lord. So Esau returned that day on his way to Seir, and Jacob journeyed to Succoth, built himself a house, and made booths for his livestock. Therefore, the name of this place is Succoth. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I'm definitely not saying that right. I don't know. Okay, I don't know. I tried. Sorry. Then Jacob came safely to the city of Shechem, which is in the land of Canaan. When he came from Paddan Aram, and he pitched his tent before the city, he bought parcel of land, which he pitched his tent from the land of Hamor, Shechem's father, for 100 pieces of money. And he erected an altar there and called it Al Eloi Israel. 34. Now Dinah, the daughter of Leah, whom she had borne to Jacob, went out to see the daughters of the land. And when Shechem, the son of Hamor, the Hivite, prince of the country, saw her, he took her and lay with her and violated her. Ooh, not good. His son was strongly attracted to Dinah, the daughter of Jacob, and he loved the young woman and spoke kindly to the young woman. So Shechem spoke to his father Hamor, saying, "Get me this young woman as a wife." And Jacob heard that he had defiled Dinah, his daughter. Now his sons were with the livestock in the field, so Jacob held his peace until they came. Then Hamor, the father of Shechem, went out to Jacob to speak with him. And the sons of Jacob came in from the field when they have heard it. And the men were grieved and very angry because they had done a disgraceful thing in Israel by lying with Jacob's daughter, a thing which ought not be done. But Hamor spoke with them, saying, "The soul of my son Shechem longs for your daughter. Please give to him as a wife, and make marriages with us. Give your daughters to us, and take our daughters to yourselves. So you shall dwell with us, and the land shall be before you. Dwell and trade in it, and acquire possessions for yourselves in it." Then Shechem said to her father and her brothers, "Let me find favor in your eyes, and whatever you say to me I will give. Ask me ever so dowry and gift, and I will give according to what you say to me. But give me the young woman as a wife." But the sons of Jacob answered Shechem and Hamor his father, and spoke deceitfully, because they had defiled Dinah the daughter. Then they said to them, "We cannot do this thing and give our sister to one who is uncircumcised, for that would be a reproach to us. But on this condition we will consent to you, if you will become as we are. If every male of you is circumcised, then we will give our daughters to you, and we will take your daughters to us, and we will dwell with you, and we will become one people. But if you will not heed us and be circumcised, then we will take our daughter and be gone." And the words pleased Hamor and Shechem, Hamor's son. So the young man did not delay to do the thing, because he was delighted in Jacob's daughter. He was more honorable than all the household of his father. And Hamor and Shechem his son came to the gate of their city, and spoke with the men of their city, saying, These men are at peace with us. Therefore let us dwell in the land and trade in it. For indeed the land is large enough for them. Let us take their daughters to us as wives, and let us give them our daughters. Only on this condition will the men consent to dwell with us and be one people. If every male among us is circumcised as they are circumcised, will not their livestock, their property, and every animal of theirs be ours? Only let us consent to them, and they will dwell with us. And all who went out of the gate of the city heeded Hamor and Shechem, I'm assuming, right? His son. Every male was circumcised, and all who went out of the gate of his city. Now it came to pass on the third day, when they were in the plain, that two of the sons of Jacob, Simon and Levi, Dinah's brothers, each took his sword and came boldly upon the city and killed all the males. Ooh. And they killed Hamor and Shechem his son with the edge of the sword, and took Dinah from Shechem's house. Shechem, jeez. And I'm still not getting that right. I probably know that, but it's the best I could do. It looks like it says that, so I'm just going to say that. And went out. The sons of Jacob came upon the slain and plundered the city, because their sister had been defiled. They took their sheep and their oxen and their donkeys that was in the city and that was in the field, and all their wealth, all of their little ones and their wives, and they took captive, and they plundered even all that was in the houses. Then Jacob said to Simon and Levi, "You have troubled me by making me obnoxious among the inhabitants of the land, among the Canaanites and the Perizzites, and since I am few in number, they will gather themselves against me and kill me. I shall be destroyed, my household and I." And they said, "Should he treat our sister like a harlot? 35. Then God said to Jacob, "Arise, go to Bethel and dwell there, and make an altar there to God, who appeared to you when you fled from the face of Esau your brother." And Jacob said to his household and all who were with him, "Put away the foreign gods that are among you. Purify yourselves and change your garments. Then let us arise and go up to Bethel. I will make an altar there to God, who answered me in the day of my distress, who had been with me in the way which I have gone." So they gave Jacob all the foreign gods which were in their hands, and the earrings which were in their ears, and Jacob hid them under a terebinth tree, which was by Shechem. And they journeyed, and the terror of God was upon the cities that were all around them, and they did not pursue the sons of Jacob. So Jacob came to Luz, that is Bethel, which is in the land of Canaan, he and all the people who were with him. And he had built an altar there and called this place Al Bethel, because there God appeared to him when he fled from the face of his brother. Now Deborah, Rebekah's nurse, died, and she was buried below Bethel under the terebinth tree. So the name of it was called Allon Bachuth. Allon Bachuth. Then God appeared to Jacob again, and he came from Paddan Aram and blessed him. And God said to him, "Your name is Jacob. Your name shall not be called Jacob anymore, but Israel shall be your name." So he called his name Israel. Also, God said to him, "I am God Almighty. Be fruitful and multiply. A nation and a company of your nations shall proceed from you, and the king shall come from your body." Awesome sauce. "The land which I give you, Abraham and Isaac I give to you, and to your descendants after you, I give this land. Then God went up from him in the place where he talked with him. So Jacob set up a pillar in the place where he talked with him, a pillar of a stone, which he poured a drink offering on it, and he poured oil on it. And Jacob called the name of this place where God spoke with him Bethel. Death of Rachel is next. Then they journeyed from Bethel, and when there was but a little distance to go, Ephrath, Rachel labored in childbirth, and she had hard labor. She was struggling. Now it came to pass, when she was in hard labor, that a midwife said to her, "Do not fear, you will have this son also." And it was so, and her soul was departing, for she had died, that she called his name Ben-Oni, and his father called him Benjamin. So Rachel died and was buried on the way to Ephrath. This is Bethlehem. And Jacob set a pillar on her grave, which is the pillar of Rachel's grave to this day. Then Israel journeyed and pitched his tent beyond the Tower of Eder. And it happened, when Israel dwelt in this land, that Reuben went and lay with Bilhah, his father's concubine. And Israel heard about it. Now the sons of Jacob were 12. The sons of Leah were Reuben, Jacob's firstborn, and Simon, Levi, Judah, Issachar, and Zebulun. I know I got that last one wrong 100%. Maybe a few other ones, but I'm going to get a few names wrong here, so I'm sorry, but we're going to just try and get through it. The sons of Rachel were Joseph and Benjamin. Didn't get those wrong. The sons of Bilhah, Rachel's maidservant, were Dan, I got that one, and Naphtali. And the sons of Zilpah, Leah's maidservant, were Gad and Asher. Those were the sons of Jacob, who were born to him in Paddan Aram. Then Jacob said to his father Isaac at Mamre of Kirjath Arba. This is Hebron, where Abraham and Isaac had dwelt. Now the days of Isaac were 180 years. So Isaac breathed his last and died, and was gathered to his people, being old and full of days. And his son Esau and Jacob buried him. Oh no. The family of Esau. Now, this is genealogy of Esau, who is Edom. Esau took his wives from the daughters of Canaan, Ada, the daughter of Elon the Hittite. I don't ever know if I'm saying that right. And Alabama. The daughter of Anna, the daughter of Zebeon, the Hivite. I don't even know how to start saying that word. That was nuts. And Basemath, Israel's daughter, Ishmael's daughter, sister of Nebajoth. Now, Ada, I don't know, bore Eliphaz to Esau, and Basemath to Reel. And, it's back. Oh, no. Alabama. That's not correct, but that's how I read it. Bor Jush. Hold on. Bor Jush. Shalom and Korah. And these were the sons of Esau, who were born to him in the land of Canaan. Then Esau took his wives and his sons and his daughters, and all the persons of his household, his cattle, and all of his animals, and all of his goods, which he had gained in the land of Canaan, and went to a country away from the presence of his brother Jacob. For their possessions were too great for them to dwell together, and the land where they were strangers could not support them because of their livestock. So Esau dwelled in Mount Seir. Esau is Edom. And this is the genealogy of Esau, the father of the Edomites in Mount Seir. There were names of Esau's sons: Eliphaz, the son of Ada, the wife of Esau, and Rachel, and Reuel, the son of Basemath, the wife of Esau. And the sons of Eliphaz were Terman, Omar. I know Omar. I don't, but I just know how to say that name. Zepho, Gatam, and Kenaz. Now, Tinma was the concubine of Eliphaz, Esau's son, and she bore Alamech and to Eliphaz, that were the sons of Ada, Esau's wife. And there were the sons of Reuel, Nahath, Zerah, Shammah, and Mizpah. There were the sons of Basemath, Esau's wife. These were the sons of, here's that name again, Aholibama, Esau's wife, the daughter of Anna, the daughter of Zebion, and she bore to Esau Jush, Jalam, and Korah, the chiefs of Edom. There were the chiefs of the sons of Esau, the sons of Eliphaz, and the firstborn of Esau were the chief Terman, chief Omar, chief Zepho, and chief Kenaz, chief Korah, chief Gatam, and chief Alamech. And these were the chiefs of Eliphaz in the land of Edom. They were the sons of Ada. These were the sons of Reuel, Esau's son, chief Nathan, chief Zerah, chief Shammah, and chief Mizpah. And these were the chiefs of Reuel in the land of Edom. These were the sons of Basemath, Esau's wife. And then there were the sons of Aholibama. I've said that name like 5 different ways possible, and none of them are correct, I think. Esau's wife, and chief Jush, chief Jalam, and chief Korah. These were the chiefs who descended from Aholibama, Esau's wife, the daughter of Anna. These were the sons of Esau, who is Edom, and these were their chiefs. These were the sons of Seir and Horite, who inhabited the land: Lotan, Shobal, Zibeon, and Anna, Dishon, Ezer, and Dishan. These were the chiefs of Horites, the sons of Seir, in the land of Edom. And the sons of Lotan were Hori and her Heman. Lotan's sister was Tinama. These were the sons of Shobal, Alvin, Menahealth, Ebal, Sheepho, and Onman. These were the sons of Zibeon, both Ajah and Anna, and this was the Anna who found the water in the wilderness and has pastured the donkeys, and his father Zibeon. And these were the children of Anna, Dishon, and Aholibama. These were the sons of Anna. These are the these are the daughters of Anna. These were the sons of Dishon, Hemdan, Ishban, Ithran, and Churan. I got a Ran thing going on, huh? And there were the sons of Izir, which were Balhin, Zavan, and Achan. These were the sons of Dishan, Uz, and Aaron. But like Uzi. So Uz? Maybe that sounds better. I don't know. Better than ooze. I don't know. There were the chiefs of Horites, Chief Lotan and Chief Shabal, Chief Zibian and Chief Anna, Chief Dishon, Chief Izir, Chief Dishon, and there were the chiefs of Horites according to their chiefs in the land of Seir. Now, these are the kings of who reigned in the land of Edom, where any king reigned over the children of Israel. Bela, the sons of Beor, reigned in Edom, and the name of the city was Dinhabah. That's all right. And Bela died. Jobab, the son of Zerah, and Bozrah reigned in his place. When Jobab died, Husham of the land of Temelites reigned in his place. And when Husham died, Hadad, the son of Bedad, who attacked Midian in the field of Moab, reigned in his place, and the name of his city was Evith. When Hadad died, and Samlah of Masriaka reigned in his place, when Samlah died, or Samlah, Saul of Rehoboth by the river reigned in his place. When Saul died, Baal-Hanan, the son of Achbor, reigned in his place. And when Baal-Hanan, the son of Achbor, died, Hadar reigned in his place. And the name of his city was Pul. His wife's name was Mehetabel. I don't know how to say that. The daughter of Metrid, and the daughter of Mezahab. And these were the names of the chiefs of Asum, according to their families and their places by their names: Chief Tinoa, Chief Alva, Chief Jetheth, Chief Aholibama, Chief Ella, Chief Pinon, or Pinon, Chief Kenaz, Chief T-Man, Chief Mebzar, Chief Magdiel, and Chief Iram. These were the names of the chiefs of Edom, according to the dwelling places in the land of their possessions. Esau was their father of the Edomites. Joseph is next. Hold on. I gotta scratch my head a little bit. So we're at 33 minutes. I think we can get through. How long is this next one? Yeah, I think we can get to 38 today. We get to 38. Now, Jacob dwelt in the land where his father was a stranger in the land of Canaan. This is the history of Jacob. Joseph, being 17 years old, was feeding the flock with his brothers, and the lad was with his sons of Bilhah, no, and the sons of Ziphah, his father's wives, and Joseph brought bad report to them to his father. Oh no. Now, Israel loved Joseph more than all of his children because he was the son of his old age. Also, he had made him a tunic of many colors. For when his brothers saw that his father loved him more than all of his brothers, they hated him and could not speak peaceably to him. Now Joseph had a dream, and he told it to his brothers, and they hated him even more. They were like, "You have a dream? I hate that." And he said to him, "Please hear this dream which I have dreamed. Please hear this dream that I have dreamed." And there we were, blinding sheaves in the field. Then, behold, my sheaf arose and also stood upright, and indeed your sheaves stood all around and bowed down to my sheaf. And his brother said to him, "Shall you indeed reign over us, or shall you indeed have dominion over us?" So they hated him even more for his dreams and for his words. Then he dreamed still another dream and told it to his brothers and said, "Look, I've dreamed another dream, and this time the sun, the moon, and the 11 stars bowed down to me." The 11 stars. And he told it to his father and his brother, and his father rebuked him and said to him, "What is this dream that you have dreamed? Shall your mother and I and your brothers indeed come to bow down to you, to the earth before you?" And his brother inveined him, but his father kept the matter in his mind. Joseph is sold. Then his brothers went to feed their father's flock in Shechem. And Israel said to Joseph, Are not your brothers feeding the flock of Shechem? Come, and I will send you to them. And he said, Here I am. And he said to him, Please go and see if it is well with your brothers and well with the flocks, and bring word to me. And he sent him out of the valley in Hebron, and he went to Shechem. Now a certain man found him, and there was wandering in the field, and a man asked him, saying, What are you seeking? And he said, I'm seeking my brothers. Please tell me they are feeding their flocks. And the man said, They have departed from here, for I have heard them say, Let us go to Dothan. So Joseph went after his brothers and found them in Dothan. Now they saw him afar off. Even before he came near them, they conspired against him to kill him. Then they said to one another, Look, this dreamer is coming. Come, therefore, let us now kill him and cast him into some pit. And we shall say, Some wild beasts have devoured him, and we shall say what will become of his dreams. And Reuben heard it, and he delivered him out of their hands, and said, Let us not kill them. And Reuben said to them, Shed no blood, but cast him into this pit, which is in the wilderness, and do not lay a hand on him, and that he may deliver him out of their hands, and bring him back to his father. So it came to pass, when Joseph had come to his brothers, that they stripped Joseph of his tunic, and the tunic of many colors that was on him. And they took him and cast him into a pit, and the pit was empty, and there was no water in it. And they sat down to eat a meal, and they lifted their eyes and looked, and there was company of Ishmaelites coming from Gilead with their camels, bearing spices, balm, myrrh, on their way to carry them down to Egypt. So Judah said to his brothers, No profit is there if we kill our brother and conceal his blood. Come, let us sell him to the Ishmaelites, and let not our hand be upon him, for he is our brother and our flesh. And his brothers listened. Then Midianite traders passed by. So brothers pulled Joseph up and lifted him out of the pit and sold him to the Ishmaelites for 20 shekels of silver. And they took Joseph to Egypt. Then Reuben returned to the pit, and indeed Joseph was not in the pit. And he tore his clothes and returned to his brothers and said, The lad is no more. And and I, where shall I go? So took Joseph's tunic and killed the kid of the goats and dipped the tunic in the blood. Then they sent the tunic of many colors, and they brought it to their father and said, "We have found this. Do you know whether it is your son's tunic or not?" And he recognized it and said, "It is my son's tunic. A wild beast has devoured him. Without doubt, Joseph is torn to pieces." Then Jacob tore his tunic and put sackcloth on his waist and mourned for his sons many days. He's just super sad. And all of his sons and his daughters arose to comfort him, but he refused to be comforted. And he said, "For I shall go down into my grave to the son. For I shall go down into the grave to my son in mourning." Thus his father wept for him. Now the Midianites had sold him in Egypt, an officer of Pharaoh and captain of the guard. 38, huh? We're at 38. That's where we'll kick it off next time at 38. We're getting far though. I'm real proud of us. We're really pushing. I think we started at 33 today. That's 5. So 5 isn't the worst. We're getting it. But yeah, I appreciate everyone for coming. I can't wait to finish Genesis soon. Hopefully we're able to finish. What would be super cool is I think we have 2 weeks left of Sundays. Maybe 1. So we're not gonna finish Genesis, but we will we'll finish it probably like in the first 2 weeks of January. If not, I hope we're able to. If not, it's cool. It would be super cool if we could finish Genesis right before Christmas though. But you got to keep a consistent thing with the Sundays, so I'm not gonna overdo it because then it's just gonna be all out of wonk. But and I don't want that. I just don't want it to get confusing. Just every Sunday, clockwork. You know what I'm saying? Pushing them. But yeah, I appreciate everyone for coming. I hope everyone has a great rest of their week and a good Sunday. God bless, and I'll see you guys next week.